Welcome back to the channel. Now it's time for the week 5 recap. 5 weeks of marathon training done. Time to recap what I did, how I'm feeling, how the training is going. Last week was a bit of a adjusted week. I even had a trail race tagged on to the end. Let's get into the episode and cover my week 5 recap. So yeah, another week done, week 5 in the bag. I'm now into week 6. But yeah, I'm going to recap my week 5, how I did, what I did, and how my training is going for my second ever marathon as part of the Marathon 2.0 training series. So yeah, Monday started as normal with an easy run. It was slightly reduced as opposed to what the plan had. I think I had like a 20k on the plan, but my legs felt a bit heavy and I was a bit short on time, so I got out and did a 11.2k 7 mile easy run. So not quite as far as I wanted, or I was planned, but again, I'm quite flexible, I'm not too strict. Just where necessary, and obviously legs felt a bit heavy and achy, so didn't want to push it too much. But yeah, 11.2k 7 miles at 5:14 per k or 8:26 per mile. So again, nice easy start to the week, low heart rate, and get some mileage in the bag. On the back of that, again, in terms of not trying to dilute the training down too much, I decided to make Tuesday a full rest day. Normally I'd get back out and do another run, probably a long run or maybe a tempo effort, but I wanted these legs to recover from whatever the issue was. It just felt a bit heavy and I said lethargic. Could have got out, but all my training paces would have been a bit off, so didn't want to dilute it down, wanted to give them a chance to recover. So Tuesday was a rest day. And then on Wednesday, as I like to do when my legs start feeling quite heavy, is to inject a bit of speed back into them. So I did my speed session on Wednesday. Now this week I did 400 meter intervals. Wanted to get some short, faster, I say interval bursts in, liven the legs up a little bit and not get them too lethargic from all the longer, slower running. So yeah, I did 10 by 400 meter effort with a 200 meter walk or jog recovery. Generally a 10-15 second walk just to get my breath back, and then a jog for the remainder of the 200 meters. Average for the 400 meter reps were 3:37 per k or 5:49 per mile. And again, details on screen for the full workout. 10k overall with a 2k warm up and cool down, so 6.2 miles. And the average for the workout was 4:32 per k or 7:17 per mile for the whole workout, including the recoveries. Thursdays generally I can't get out for a run, so this week was another rest day. Just recovered the legs, no sessions, no workouts, and help get that recovery back in. And resting is just as important as the training, so and then into Friday, I wanted to get my long run in. Obviously I've done a shorter easy run, some speed work, so we had marathon training after all. So I got my long run done, and I did a steezy half marathon, so 21.1k 13.1 miles. Had a nice steezy pace, so not too easy, but wasn't really pushing. Just wanted to get the mileage banked without straining the body too much, as like I said, I had a trail race on the weekend. So yeah, totals for the half marathon were 5 minutes flat per k or 8:03 per mile, so quite easy really, but I didn't feel all that easy again with the heavy legs at the minute. Friday night after the run, I wanted to get some strength and conditioning in. I didn't want to leave it till Saturday, which was the day before the trail race, so got the strength and conditioning session in. This week I think it was upper body, chest and back, so I got that done. Banked that on Friday night, again working on everything holistically, not just the running. Make sure we look at the other stuff like the recovery, foam rolling, and the strength and conditioning sessions. So yeah, and then on Saturday got a YSFR recovery session in, so yoga, stretching, foam rolling, full recovery, trying like I say, loosen them legs up. They've been feeling a bit heavy last week in week 5, but again, that's to be expected now as the intensity and the mileage creeps up. They're going to start to feel heavier, so I've got to keep on top of this recovery, keep on top of listening to the body and the legs and adjusting where necessary. So yeah, Saturday full recovery session, ready for race day on the Sunday. So on to Sunday, it was the Titsworth Reservoir Trail Half Marathon. They did 3 events on the day, the 10k, the half marathon and the ultra, the 50k I think it was, or 52k. So I decided to do the 22k, definitely out of my comfort zone. I do love trail running, but in terms of real trails like that, hills, technical stuff, yeah, it was a bit out of my comfort zone, but yeah, decided to go and give it a go. Do something I enjoy doing, but again, work on weaknesses as such, or more elevation, trying to technical trail running, which is what I enjoy doing. And yeah, whole race ended up being just over 23k and 14.5 miles. Obviously trail races are far more relaxed, not as stressy or competitive, and obviously distances vary slightly because you're kind of limited by the trail route. You can't just cut it shorter because of the roads, etc. So yeah, loads of climbing, loads of elevation, 853 meters of elevation gain, or 2,800 feet, and again that was well at my comfort zone. Some of them were really steep, so I just enjoyed the race though, didn't put too much pressure on myself, enjoyed the experience, hopefully gained some training benefits as well with the hills and the technical stuff. So yeah, I loved every minute of the trail race. It just reaffirmed my preference for trail running over road running. Obviously there's perks to both and there's positives to both, but when push comes to shove, I do prefer trail to road. It's just far less stress, far less competitive. Everyone helps each other out, everyone's checking on each other during the race. You can stop and chat at the aid stations, eat brownies, bananas, have a bit of Coke. I say take on actual fuel rather than just trying to run through a water station on a road race, etc. But yeah, just kind of reaffirm that it is tough. It's still at my comfort zone. I'm not blessed with having any kind of real trails close to me, so I'm going to try and do more of that going forward, make a bit more of an effort to get out and do some more trail stuff. I found during the race, like I already knew, I'm not great at going up the hills, and that's why I kind of just committed to hiking the really steep ones to try and save some energy and not blow my legs up too early into the race. But surprisingly so, I found I was quite good on the technical downhills. I was making up quite a lot of time on the downhill stuff. I could just get decent foot placement and whiz down the hills when other people were kind of tentative and slow. My legs kind of held up for that, my quads didn't blow up or anything, and I was quite quick over the last couple of k, taking some places on the kind of gradual downhill all the way to the finish. But yeah, I loved every minute. But yeah, week 6 has started. I've just finished my easy run to start the week. So yeah, total for week 5, just to wrap up now, yeah, 65.6k, just over 40 miles. And again, it kind of tied in because of the race at the end of the week, the trail race, and it was week 5. I wanted to make it kind of a mild recovery week, so we build for 4 weeks and then a little dip in the mileage and intensity just to get the legs recover, and then we start building again into this week now, into week 6. So yeah, slightly reduced mileage, but again that was kind of planned a little bit, and that slightly reduced easy run because of the way the legs were feeling, so it all kind of tied together. And then in terms of elevation gain this week, but yeah, I did over 1,000 meters of climbing, or 3,500 feet. So yeah, again, quite a high hilly week, which again worked well with the reduced intensity. I could get some more, I say, vertical gain in, work on that aspect of my training. But yeah, 5 weeks done, weeks are ticking along. That's a touch wood. I've still having no major injuries. Still got a mild Achilles twinge, which I think is just actually a deficiency or a weakness on that side. I'm going to try and keep building that up. But yeah, the training will continue. Drop in the comments what you're training for. I'm pretty sure some of you guys following along with the series are running a marathon, or maybe even Chester itself. So yeah, drop in the comments your aims and goals. As the block's continuing, I'm going to start tweaking my ambition for the race in terms of pace, specific pace, or if I just want to run a specific time, etc. But I'll decide that later in the block. As always, good luck with all your training, happy running, and I'll see you all on the next one.